Now on challenge, we've the Sydney Darts Masters, which may contain flashing images.
Places, everyone.
Sky Bundles, sponsor daytime on challenge.
Hugh Thomas from Llandudno and Dyfed, Vic Dejean from Bow, Ron Culbert from Belfast, Jerry Crease from Chester, Maurice Daniels from Manchester, David Morton from Warrington in Cheshire, John Stewart from Exeter, Bill Torbett from London's Docklands, Chris Edwards from Salford, Andy Parker from Burnham-on-Crouch, Essex, Derek Smith from Clapham, Joyce Nicholson from Altrincham, Jan Garner from Aldridge in the West Midlands, Rita Furnival from Holton, Cheshire, and Eileen Whitworth from Lingfield in Surrey are all here to play 15 to 1.
Thank you, and hello. Programme 3 of 15 to 1 and another 15 contestants. When I said yesterday that we needed 900 contestants, it's actually 885, so it's 30 down and 855 to go. The final 15, making 900, will of course be our 15 finalists. The first task for today's contestants is to survive rounds 1 and 2 and hopefully find a place here with me for the final. Then their target will be Gareth McMullen's 230 points at the top of the finals board. It's 2 questions for each contestant in the first round and at least 1 correct answer to survive. So, the questions are ready. I think the contestants are ready. Here we go. Hugh, I'll just remind you very quickly, the first incorrect answer in the first round would cost you 1 of your 2 lives. A second incorrect answer will cost you the other 2 and you will have to sit down. Okay? Twice round the semicircle, 1 to 15, if you're all ready. You ready, Hugh?
Yep.
Here we go. What is placed on the Speaker's table to show that the House of Commons is in session?
The mace.
It is, sir. Vic, it is now called Sellafield. It was called what?
Winscombe.
It was, sir. Ron, what do Scots celebrate on January 25th each year?
Robert Burns Night.
They do indeed. Jerry, which famous public school was founded in 1440?
Eton.
Morris, who wrote Gulliver's Travels?
Jonathan Swift.
He did. David, who is paid by the civil list?
The Royal Family.
They are, the Queen and the Royal Family. John, in which country did the Boxer Rising of 1898 take place?
In China.
It did, sir. Bill, H2O is the chemical symbol of what?
Water.
It is. Chris, outside which city is the motorway interchange known as Spaghetti Junction?
Birmingham.
It is, sir. Andy, which playing card is known as the Curse of Scotland?
Jack of Hearts.
The 9 of Diamonds, sir. The first life gone. Derek, who in America lives at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue?
The President.
It is, sir. It's the White House. Joyce, what sort of food is feta?
Cheese.
It is. Jan, in the film The African Queen, what was the African Queen?
A riverboat.
It was indeed. Rita, which part of the leg is the patella or patella?
The kneecap.
It is, Rita. And Eileen, who composed the tune of Land of Hope and Glory?
Helga.
He did indeed. End of the first half of it. Hugh, your second question. Which city does Aldergrove Airport serve?
Chicago.
Belfast, sir. You've lost 1 life, but you're still standing. Vic, who did the Earl of Bothwell kidnap and then marry?
American Scots.
Yes, sir. Ron, where did Sir Bernadette see visions of the Virgin Mary?
Lords.
Yes, sir. Jerry, in which county is Sissinghurst Castle?
Kent.
It is. Bright luck today. Morris, which body of men was founded in the reign of Henry VII for the protection of the royal person?
The Open of the Guard.
Yes, sir. Are you a Gilbert and Sullivan fan?
Not really, no.
You will be now, you've got the question right. David, which monthly magazine has the world's largest circulation?
Radio Times.
Reader's Digest, sir, you've lost a life. John, from the song, how long is the Campdown racetrack?
5 miles long.
It is. Bill, in Peter Pan, what is the surname of John, Michael and Wendy?
Can't remember.
Darling.
Yeah.
It's the answer, it's not a term of endearment, is it? Chris, give me the names of Cinderella's ugly sisters. Anastasia and Drizella, but you still stand. Andy, what first did Charlotte Brew achieve in 1977?
First woman to sail around the world.
No, sir, she was the first woman to ride in the Grand National. You have to sit down. You're the first casualty in this round. Derek, on what part of the body is a tracheotomy performed?
I guess the skull.
No, sir, the throat. You've lost a life, but you still stand. Joyce, what is the American word for an academic term?
A semester.
Yes, it is. Jan, in music, what does the term consordino mean?
I haven't got a clue.
With a mute, but you still stand. Rita, what was built to commemorate the fire of London?
The monument.
It was indeed. And Eileen, what other title does the Bishop of Rome hold?
Pope.
He does. We have a very bright lot in today. Anthony, please.
At the end of round one, we've had to say goodbye to only one contestant, Andy Parker from Burnham-on-Crouch in Essex.
Just a reminder, you face the first question off the pack. An incorrect answer will cost you a life, and I'll move on to Vic. A correct answer, and we'll be into nominating. Okay?
Yes.
This round continues, ladies and gentlemen, until there are just 3 of you left for the final. Here we go. Who resigned as Tory party chairman in November 1987? Norman Tebbit. Victor, how many events are there in a heptathlon?
7.
Just, sir. Give me a number, please.
8.
Bill, which sport is associated with Cowdrey Park?
Rodeoing.
Polo, sir. Another number, please, Vic.
8.
8 again. Bill, what nationality was the artist Titian?
Italian.
He was, sir. A number, please.
13.
Jan, what breed of dog is Snoopy?
A beagle.
He is. A number, please.
6.
6. David, what is given to a boxer if he wins 3 British Championship boxing matches?
Lonsdale belt.
It is, sir. A number, please.
1.
Hugh, Gentoo, fairy and macaroni are all types of which creature?
Dogs.
Penguin, sir. Sorry, you have to sit down. Another number, please, David.
13.
13. Jan, in which cartoon feature film does Sergeant Tibbs appear?
Top Cat.
101 Dalmatians. You've lost a life. He was a cat in that. David, another number, please.
Number 8.
Number 8. Bill, Arthur's Seat overlooks which British city?
Edinburgh.
A number, please, sir.
2.
Vic, of which country is Macau a colony?
Don't know.
Portugal, sir. Another number, please, Bill.
2.
Vic again. In credit terms, for what does APR stand? Exactly. Annual percentage rate. Your second life gone. Another number, please, Bill.
2.
Vic, which famous motor racing circuit is near Farningham in North Kent?
Silverstone.
Brands Hatch, you have to sit down. You knew it, didn't you? Yep. Bill, a number, please.
13.
13. Jan, what is seersucker?
It's a material.
It is. Can I have a number, please?
Number 8.
Number 8. Back to Bill. Bill, what is ergophobia?
Fear of work.
It is indeed. A number, please.
13.
13. Jan, this is ding dong. Where is your scapula?
Scapula's your shoulder blade.
It is. A number, please.
8.
8. Bill, what is a collection of owls called?
A hoot.
A parliament, sir. You have to sit down, Bill. It should be a hoot. Jan?
Number 14.
14. Rita, how many balls are there on the table at the beginning of a billiards match?
15.
2. A number, please, Jan.
12.
Joyce, who was deposed as president of Haiti or Haiti in 1986?
Don't know.
Baby Doc Duvalier. Another number, please, Jan.
Number 3, please.
Ron, in November 1783, the Montgolfier brothers made the first flight in what?
A balloon.
They did. Hot air balloon. A number, please.
15, please.
15. Eileen, in which Welsh city was Dylan Thomas born?
Cardiff.
Swansea. A life gone. Ron, another number, please.
13, please.
13. Jan again. What is Germany's national airline?
Lufthansa.
It is. A number, please.
Number 4.
Number 4. Jerry, what is the title of the musical based on The Taming of the Shrew?
Kiss Me Kate.
It is. A number, please.
13.
13. You're having a hard time, Jen.
That's all right.
What is the name of the instrument used to pass the thread when weaving?
The loom.
The shuttle. You have to sit down. Another number, please.
14.
14. Rita, Hamilton Smith of the USA invented which boon for housewives?
Vacuum cleaner.
The washing machine. Another number, please.
Oh, I'll have the bash at 14.
14 again, Rita. The ASA is the watchdog for the advertising industry. For what do the letters stand? Advertising Standards Authority. You have to sit down. Another number, please.
I think we could try 11. Be fair and
Try
ladies
11?
for a change. Yes, 11.
I shouldn't try and be fair, Jerry. Derek, here you go. In the 1920s, which American president imposed prohibition?
Herbert Hoover.
Woodrow Wilson, alive gone. Jerry?
Number 11 again.
Number 11. Derek, what is the name of the Sunday before Easter?
Palm Sunday.
It is, sir. A number, please.
Number 4.
Number 4. Jerry, what does the opera title Così fan tutti mean in English?
Oh, no idea.
So do they all. Another number, please, Derek.
4.
Who wrote the song White Christmas?
Irving Berlin.
Number, please, Jerry.
Number 11.
Derek, what does an anemometer measure?
I haven't a clue.
Wind speed, you have to sit down. Another number, please, Jerry.
I'll be unfair and have number 12.
Number 12. Joyce, which is the nearest French port to England?
Calais.
It is. A number, please.
5.
5. Morris, what sort of animal is a dik-dik?
It's a bird.
It's a small African antelope. Another number, please, Joyce.
7.
John, who invented the first safety razor in 1895?
Mr. Gillette.
Yes. Did you know or did you guess?
No, good
You
guess.
didn't know. King C. Gillette, he was called. A number,
Seemed
please,
fairly
John.
obvious. Who's got 3? We'll have number 3.
Number 3, Ron. What is the longest running play currently in London's West End?
The Mousetrap, sir.
A number, please.
Number 7.
John, what is sea lace?
A kind of seaweed?
It is, yes. Did you guess that again?
Yes.
I should continue, sir. A number, please, John.
Number 3.
Ron, in Shakespeare, who was the Thane of Glamis?
Macbeth.
He was. A number, please.
Number 15.
Number 15. Eileen, what is a squirrel's dwelling called?
Dray.
Yes. A number, please.
Number 5.
Number 5. Morris, for what was Dr. Livingstone searching when he was found by Stanley?
The Source of the Nile.
Yes, sir. A number, please.
15.
15. Eileen, what is the colour of pure molten gold?
White.
Green. Another
15
number,
again.
please. What is the formula for nitric acid? Very tough question. HNO3. You have to sit down, Eileen. Another number, please.
7.
7. John, Miami is in which US state?
Florida.
A number, please, John.
5.
Morris, which British coins are still made of silver?
Don't know.
The Maundy money that the Queen dishes out. Another number, please, John.
6.
David, where in the British Isles is Snaefell Peak?
Isle of Man.
Yes, so you take your time, don't you? A number, please, David.
Number 7, please.
Number 7, John, where can the Venus de Milo or Venus de Milo be seen?
In Paris.
I wanted the...
In the Louvre.
Yes, you just about got it. I think you knew. Number, please.
Number 3.
Number 3, Ron, in which year was the Doomsday Book compiled?
1066.
1086. One life gone, John.
Number 4.
Number 4, Jerry, which instrument does the jazz musician George Chisholm play?
Trombone.
Number, please.
Oh, number 7.
Sorry.
Number 7.
Number 7, John, the Olympic Games were revived in 1896. In which year were they discontinued in the early days by the Greeks?
1914.
392 AD. You've lost one life. Another number, please.
We'll try number 12, please.
Number 12. Is it Joyce?
Yes.
In which British city is Temple Meads railway station?
Bristol.
A number, please.
7, please.
7. John, Amelia Earhart was the first woman to pilot a plane across the Atlantic. In which year?
Guess.
1928, sir. 1 life gone. Joyce?
3.
3. Ron, which old silver coin was worth 4p?
It's the florin.
No, the groat. Another life gone. Joyce, another number, please.
4.
4. Jerry, where did Muhammad Ali fight Henry Cooper for the world heavyweight boxing title in 1966? Highbury. Another number, please, Joyce.
6.
6. David, in 1829, the Indian practice of suti or sooty, spelled S-U-T-T-E, was prohibited. What was it?
A deceased person's wife throwing herself on the funeral pyre.
Was indeed a long answer and a correct one, sir. Another number, please.
Number 7.
John, which chess play permits 2 pieces from one side to move in a single turn?
Castling.
Yes, sir. A number, please.
Number 4.
Number 4. Jerry, at which battle did William of Orange defeat James II? The Battle of the Boyne. You have to sit down. Another number, please. Another number, please.
For me, number 3.
Number 3. Ron, where is Lord Nelson, Horatio Nelson, buried?
Bristol.
St Paul's Cathedral in London. You have to sit down. Another number, please, John.
Number 9.
Number 9, Chris. Which famous black American sports team was founded in Chicago in 1927?
Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes, sir. Another number, please, from you, Chris.
Number 5.
Number 5, Morris. In American money, how many dimes are there in a buck?
4.
10, sir. You have to sit down. There's 1 to go, Chris. Who is it going to be, sir?
Number 7.
Number 7. John, in which year was the first successful manned space flight?
1956.
61. Well, they looked bright when they came in. After the break, David, Chris and Joyce will join me here for the final. I hope we'll see you then.
The 3 surviving contestants in today's 15-to-1 final are David Morton, a mail-order representative from Warrington in Cheshire, Chris Edwards, a community nurse from Salford, and Joyce Nicholson, a civil servant from Altrincham.
Welcome back. David, Chris, Joyce, you each start the final with 3 lives intact. As before, incorrect answers will cost you those lives. Correct answers now earn you 10 points. The final starts on the buzzer and is played like this. I will ask you questions from this pack of 40. First to buzz gets a chance to answer. The first of you with 3 correct answers and therefore 30 points then retains the questions and has a chance either to answer to build up a score or to nominate in the hope of knocking your opponents out. When 2 of you have gone, we shall have a winner. If, however, there is more than one of you standing at the end of these 40 questions, it will be the contestant with the highest score who is the winner, irrespective of lives. If there's a tie, we shall take the lives into consideration. You happy about that? Okay. The target to aim for is 230. Fingers on the buzzer, please. Here we go. Which famous jockey rode a Derby winner and trained Hello Dandy, a Grand National winner? Chris.
Fred Winter.
Gordon Richards. You lost your first life, sir. Fingers back on the buzzer, please. Which US city did Raymond Chandler describe as having the personality of a paper cup? Los Angeles. Who wrote the musical Things Ain't What They Used to Be? Joyce?
Lionel Bart.
He did. Glyndebourne. Joyce?
Opera.
That is not the question. The question was going to be, Glyndebourne is most associated with opera. In which county is it? Fingers back on the buzzer, please. Chris breathes a sigh of relief. Here we go. What did Alan Pinkerton found in 1850, David?
Detective agency.
He did. Fingers back on the buzzer. Musically, what does piano mean? David?
Softly.
It does indeed, sir. Besides Isaac Newton's, whose picture appeared on £1 notes? David?
The Queen.
Yes, sir. You have 30 points. And you now have the questions. Would you like the question or nominate?
Question, please.
How many rings are on the sleeve of a British naval captain?
2.
4, sir. You've lost a life. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. Who often said there's another fine mess you've got me into? Chris?
Stan Laurel.
Oliver Hardy said it too, Stan Laurel. You have 1 life left, sir. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. In which game might you use the ACOL system?
Bridge.
Yes, Chris. Question or nominate, sir?
Question.
Which Somerset Maugham novel is based on the life of the painter Paul Gauguin?
Love of Life.
The Moon and Sixpence, sir. We have to say goodbye to you. Chris? Fingers back on the buzzer, please, David and Joyce. In which part of France did the Allied troops land on D-Day? David?
Normandy.
Question or nominate?
Question, please.
How many pieces are there on a drafts board at the start of a game?
32.
24. You've lost a life. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. Which king was responsible for the building of the Brighton Pavilion? Joyce?
George III.
George IV. They're all so close, but just far enough out to cost you those lives. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. There is a model named after him. Igor Sikorsky designed the first successful... Joyce?
Helicopter.
Question or nominate?
Question, please.
Which Sunday national newspaper closed down in November 1987 after just 7 months?
Today?
The News on Sunday. And we have to say goodbye to you, Joyce. David, you have 40 points and 1 life left, and it seems to me to be a long, long way from 40 to 230. But let me put it like this. I don't suppose everyone's going to get towards 230 to get onto that finals board, so do the best you can, and good luck to you.
Leave the buzzer.
Leave the buzzer. The questions are all yours, sir. What type of apes live on the Rock of Gibraltar?
Barbary apes.
They do, sir. Who was the leader of the Peasants' Revolt of 1381?
Wat Tyler.
He was. From which fish does true caviar come?
Sturgeon.
Who created Jemima Puddle Duck?
Beatrix Potter.
What was hung round the neck of the ancient mariner?
A dead albatross.
What is the name of the tube into which a chemist sucks a measured quantity of liquid? A pipette, and your last life is gone. There you are, number 3, David Morton, 90 points. I think you're going to have a bit of trouble surviving right throughout the spring with 90 points, but 230 is one hell of a target to aim for. The idea, ladies and gentlemen, is that of our first 59 winners, we shall want the top score in 15 for the final. They're going to have, as I said before, a bit of a tough job. We shall have 15 more tomorrow to join us. We hope that at 4:30 you can join us. Thank you.
Weeknights at 7 p.m. will be so dull if it wasn't for Pointless. Contestants aim to get as few points as possible, but here's the thing, they quite often get a maximum score, which is essentially like walking into a shop to get some skimmed milk and coming out with a whopping big pot of double cream.
Steve Speak from Birmingham, David Ling from Manchester, Martin O'Toole from Reading, Alan Hunt from Wembley, Brian Polly from Chiswick, Len Costa from Vauxhall, Jean Bailey from Urmston, Elizabeth Spencer from Finchley, Alistair Young from Edinburgh, Colin Bell from Liverpool, Ian Carson from Antrim, Raymond Moore from Plymouth, Patrick Wells from Leeds, Sheila Altree from Bridgestow, and Ivor Cooksey from Innerleithen in the Scottish Borders are all here to play 15 to 1.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello. From all over the country, 15 more 15 to 1ers, and if you're playing at home, here's a suggestion. Apart from trying to answer questions throughout the programme, during round 1, pick out someone you like the look of and put yourself in their position and see how you get on. As usual, the first task for today's contestants is to survive rounds 1 and 2 to join me here for the final. And they'll need at least one correct answer to survive round 1. You ready, all of you? Steve, just a reminder of the exact rules. The first incorrect answer in round 1 will cost you one of those lives. A second incorrect answer will cost you the other 2, and you'll have to sit down. And I'm sorry to tell you, but it affects everybody else as well. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yes.
In Nicaragua, the Contras are the rebel forces. Who are the government forces?
The Sandinista.
They are, Steve. David, which North American city is known as the Big Apple?
New York.
It is, David. Martin, what is the governing body of horse racing? The Jockey Club, sir. Alan, what was the name of Basil Fawlty's wife?
Sybil.
It was Alan. Brian, Lord Mackay of Clashfern took over which office in 1987?
Lord Chancellor.
He did. Len, what is the capital of Yugoslavia? Belgrade, you've lost one life, sir. Jean, musically, what is the opposite of sharp?
Flat.
It is, Jean. Elizabeth, bronze from Russian guns captured at Sebastopol in 1885 were used for making what?
The Kremlin.
No, Victoria Crosses. Alistair, what is a mantilla or mantilla?
A Spanish lady's head garment.
Yes, it is. A long-winded answer, but you got there in the end, sir. Colin, what is stored in oast houses?
Yeast.
Hops, sir. One life gone. Ian, in which book was croquet played using flamingos and hedgehogs?
I don't know.
Alice in Wonderland. Raymond, why can a horse never win the English Derby more than once?
Because it's for 3-year-olds.
Yes, indeed, sir. They can only be 3 years old once, can't they? Patrick, with reference to bicycles, what does BMX stand for exactly?
Bicycle motocross.
It does. Sheila, near Ayers Rock in Australia, there is a lake named after a composer. What is the lake called?
Mozart.
No, the lake is called Lake Amadeus. Ivor, what do the Dallas Cowboys play?
Baseball.
American football, so you have lost one life. Stephen, your second question. Who in a Beatles song keeps her face in a jar by the door?
Eleanor Rigby.
She does. David, which is the third book of the Bible?
Leviticus.
It is. Martin, you need this one. What did France give to America to celebrate the 100th anniversary of independence?
The Statue of Liberty.
You look very relieved, sir. Alan, which is the largest of the Balearic Islands?
Mallorca.
It is. Brian, on which river is Vienna?
The Danube.
It is, sir. Len, you need this one. How many strings are there on a violin?
4.
Yes, sir. Jean, the title of which novel by Joseph Heller has come to mean a situation in which a person is trapped by inescapable rules?
Catch-22.
It is, Jean. Elizabeth, how many players are there on the field during a cricket match?
22 plus the umpire.
13, you have to sit down. One team of 11 and 2 of the other side. Alistair, what are young seals called?
Cubs.
Pups, sir. One life gone, but you still stand. Colin, from which country did the explorer Vasco da Gama come?
Portugal.
Yes, sir, you still survive. Ian, what is measured in decibels?
Sound.
It is, you survive as well. Raymond, which city is served by Kingsford Smith Airport?
I don't
Sydney
know.
in Australia to celebrate the flight. Patrick, the air is mainly a mixture of oxygen and which other gas?
Nitrogen.
It is, sir. Sheila, on the London stock market, for what does USM stand?
Undersized management.
It's a novel idea, but the answer is unlisted securities market. You have to sit down. And Ivor, you need this. Slaps, pick-up and ball change are all steps in which kind of dancing?
Tango.
Tap dancing, Ivor. You have to sit down. At the end of the first round, we've lost 3 contestants. The details, please, Anthony.
At the end of round 1, we've had to say goodbye to Elizabeth Spencer from Finchley, Sheila Altree from Bridistow in Devon, and Ivor Cooksey from Innerleithen in the Scottish Borders.
It's tough standing there, Steve. The rules of round 2, just a reminder for you. I'm going to ask you the first question off the top of this pack. An incorrect answer will cost you one of your 3 lives, and I'll move on to David. Give me a correct answer, and you'll have a chance to nominate someone else on the circuit in the hope of getting rid of them. You happy? If they answer correctly, then the chance to nominate is theirs. And this round, let me remind you, continues until there are just 3 of you left to play in the final. You ready, Steve?
Yes.
In which country are bandicoots found?
Australia.
Yes, sir. Did you guess that?
Yes.
Before we go on, can you tell me what a bandicoot is?
The bird.
Well, it's not part of the question, so you're okay. It's a marsupial animal. Give me a number, please.
Number 2.
Number 2. David, how many states make up the United States of America?
50.
A number, please.
12.
Raymond, which Gilbert and Sullivan opera has the subtitle The Lass That Loved a Sailor?
Pirates of Penzance.
HMS Pinafore, Raymond. You've lost 1 life. David, another number, please.
10.
10. Colin, in UV lighting, what does UV stand for?
Ultraviolet.
Give me a number, sir. Let's get going.
Number 6.
Number 6. Len, in which sport was El Cordobés a leading exponent?
Bullfighting.
A number, please.
10.
Colin, who is the present poet laureate?
Pass.
Ted Hughes. You've lost 1 life. Len, please.
11.
Ian, which Charles Dickens character is reputedly drawn from his father? Mr. Micawber. A life, Ian. Another number, please.
12.
12. Raymond, where would you find a plimsoll line?
Around a ship.
You will. A number, please, Raymond.
11.
11. Ian, in which year did the Easter Rising in Dublin take place? 1916. You have to sit down. Another number, please, Raymond.
Number 7.
Jean, what is Superman's home planet called?
Krypton.
It is, Jean. A number, please.
12.
12. Raymond, which chemical element has the atomic number 7 and the symbol N?
Nitrogen.
It does. Raymond, a number, please.
Number 6.
Number 6. Len, what is seismology?
Study of earthquakes.
It is. Len, a number, please, sir.
3.
Martin, what is a cotillion?
Type of ship.
It's a type of dancer. Another number, please, Len.
4.
For Alan, in which year did George VI die?
1952.
He did. A number, please, Alan.
Number 12.
Number 12. Raymond, what do the writers George Sand and George Eliot have in common?
Married.
They were both female writers.
Oh.
Sorry, sir, you have to sit down. Another number, please.
Number 10.
Number 10. Colin, how many funnels did the Titanic have?
3.
4, sir. You have to sit down, Colin. Another number, please, Alan.
Number 9.
Number 9. Alistair, which movement held its first camp in Hampstead in 1910?
Boy Scouts.
The Girl Guides, the others. 1 life, but you're still standing, Alistair. Another number, please, Alan.
9 again, please.
9 again, Alistair. After a police ambush, their bodies contained 104 bullets. Who were this infamous pair?
Bonnie and Clyde.
They were, sir. A number, please.
2.
David, Off the Wall is a hit album for whom?
The Beatles.
No, Michael Jackson, 1 life gone. Alistair, please.
2.
David again. Who is the Greek Minister for Culture?
Mr. Papandreou.
No, Miss Melina Mercury, the actress, or the former actress. Alistair, another number, please.
2.
2 again, David. Which British gardens were established in 1759 and given to the nation in 1841?
Q.
They were. A number, please.
9.
Alistair, what is the gas in soda water?
Carbon dioxide.
Yes, sir. A number, please.
3.
Martin, where can the Rosetta Stone be seen?
In Westminster Abbey.
In the British Museum. You have to sit down, Martin. Alistair, please.
2.
David, here he comes again. Which city, mentioned in Genesis, is reputed to be the oldest city in the world?
Sodom.
Damascus, sir. You have to sit down, in Syria. Alistair?
Number 5, please.
Number 5. Brian, which Wagner opera is about a ghost ship?
The Flying Dutchman.
Yes, Brian, a number, please, sir.
9.
Alistair, in Snow White, what work did the 7 dwarfs do?
They were diamond miners.
They were indeed. A number, please, Alistair.
Number 5.
Brian again. How many players in a water polo team?
6.
7, sir. Another number, please, Alistair.
13.
Patrick, you're in the game, sir. Which Australian bird is also known as the laughing jackass?
Kookaburra.
Yes, sir. Give me a number and get warmed up.
Number 9, please.
Alistair, back to you. The siege at Lucknow took place during which mutiny?
The Indian Mutiny.
It did, Alistair. A number, please, sir.
Number 4.
Alan, George Logan and Patrick Fife are better known as who?
I'll take that one later, I think.
Well, I'll give you the answer now. Hidden in bracket. Another number, please, Alistair.
Number 7.
Number 7. Jean, which American author said, soap and education are not as sudden as massacre, but they are more deadly in the long run?
Mark Twain.
It has to be. Every quote from America comes from Mark Twain, doesn't it? Jean, a number, please.
9.
9. Not faces. How many edges does a cube have, Alistair?
6.
12, sir. You have to sit down after a very, very good run. Jean, another number, please.
1.
Stephen, you're back in the game. Which cartoon character's first film in November 1928 was called Steamboat Willie?
Mickey Mouse.
A number, please, Steve.
Number 7.
Number 7. Jean again. The song Who is Sylvia comes from which of Shakespeare's plays?
Two Gentlemen of Verona.
Indeed it does. Jean, a number, please.
1.
Steve, where would you find a rude ROOD screen?
In a church or...
Yes, you will in the church. A number, please.
Number 7.
Jean, who wrote Captain Courageous?
Roger Kipling.
A number, please.
1.
Steve, which British city did the Romans call Aquae Sulis?
Bath.
Yes.
Number 13, please.
Patrick, you're back in. What is the distinguishing feature of an ungulate mammal?
It chews the cud.
No, it has hooves. You've lost a life. Another number, please.
Number 7.
Number 7. Back to Eugene. What is a funambulist?
A country.
A tightrope walker. You've lost one life. Nearly there. Steve?
Number 6.
Number 6. Len, who composed the opera Turandot?
Rendetto, no.
Puccini. One life down. Stephen again.
Number 7.
Number 7. Back to Eugene. In the German language, what is the name for the two dots that often appear over vowels?
Umlaut.
It is. A number, please.
1.
Stephen, the Treaty of 1923, which finally settled the peace between Turkey and the Allies after World War I, was called what? The Treaty of?
Versailles.
Lausanne. Another number, please.
13.
Patrick, who was Edgar Confessor's father?
William Rufus.
Ethelred the Unready. Another number, please, Jean.
1.
You've got your eye on Steve, haven't you? Stephen, who wrote Pilgrim's Progress?
John Bunyan.
Number, please.
Number 7.
Number 7. In 1984, who became the Prime Minister of New Zealand?
Keith Holyoake.
David Lange or David Lang?
Number 5, please.
Number 5. Brian, if someone gave you frijoles, what would you do with them?
No idea, I'll just guess eat them.
Yes, sir. What did you say before eat them?
I said I've no idea, I'll guess I'd eat them.
You were right, sir. A number, please.
7.
7. Jean, what does glabrous or glabrous mean?
Like a fern.
No, it means bald.
Oh.
I would have thought a pretty well-deserved round of applause. A number, please, Brian.
1.
Steve, Lucinda Pryor-Palmer, Richard Meade and Hugh Thomas were 3 of the 4 members of Britain's 3-day event team in the 1976 Olympics. Who was the 4th? Princess Anne. The answer was in the question somewhere. Brian, another number, please.
13.
Patrick, how many kopecks in 1 ruble?
100.
A number, please.
Number 6, please.
Number 6. Who were the last 2 survivors of the mythical race of giants inhabiting ancient Britain, please, Len?
No idea.
Gog and Magog. You have to sit down. There are 4 of you left, Patrick. We need only 3, sir. Who is it going to be?
I'll try number 1 then, please.
You'll try Stephen. What distinction, Stephen, have only Donald Budge, Bobby Riggs and Frank Sedgman achieved at the Wimbledon Lawn Tennis Championships?
They've won the singles and the doubles and the mixed doubles.
Just indeed. You were just looking for 3 things, weren't you?
Yeah, basically.
A number, please.
Number 13.
Patrick, who designed the Mini car?
Isigonis.
A number, please, Patrick.
Number 1.
Stephen, what famous picture bears the title Arrangement in Grey and Black No. 1?
Laughing Cavalier.
Whistler's portrait of his mother. Well, it took 54 questions to get that far, and after the break, Alan, Brian and Patrick will come and face another 40 here in the final. I hope we see you then.
Our three surviving contestants in today's 15-to-1 final are Alan Hunt, an editorial manager from Wembley, Brian Polly, a local government officer from Chiswick, and Patrick Wells, a lecturer in a college of further education from Leeds.
Welcome back. If the contestant you chose at the beginning of the programme is still with us, you stick with them. If not, you have Alan, Brian or Patrick to choose from. Gentlemen, the final starts with you each having 3 lives intact. Once again, incorrect answers will cost you those 3 lives. A correct answer will earn you 10 points. The final starts on the buzzer and is played like this. I'm going to ask you questions off this pack of 40. First on the buzzer gets a chance to answer. First of you with 3 correct answers and therefore 30 points will have a chance then to choose whether to accept the question and raise your score or to nominate one of the other 2 in the hope of knocking them out. When 2 of you have gone, we shall have a winner. If, however, these 40 questions are exhausted before we reach that point, it will be the contestant with the highest number of points, irrespective of lives, who is the winner. Is that quite clear? And still the target is 230 points. Here we go. How often is there a national census in Britain? Brian?
10 years.
Every 10 years you have 10 points. How many men are there in a rugby league team? Patrick?
13 and 2 substitutes.
There are, sir. In which ocean are the Maldive Islands? Alan?
Indian Ocean.
They are. You have 10 points each. Which 2 countries are divided by the 49th parallel? Patrick?
Canada and USA.
They are. In which Shakespearean play does Ariel appear? Brian?
Midsummer Night's Dream.
The Tempest, Your First Life Has Gone. Fingers on the buzzer, please. Who was Britain's sovereign in 1907? Alan?
Edward VII.
He was. In which region of Russia was Joseph Stalin born? Brian?
In Georgia.
He was. What is a half crotchet in music called? A quaver. Finger still on the button. Who was the 17th century architect of the Queen's House, Greenwich, and the banquet?
Inigo Jones.
He was, Brian. You have 30 points and the choice is yours. Would you like the question or would you like to nominate?
Question, please.
Which pair had a #1 hit with Dancing in the Street? David Bowie and Mick Jagger. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. It's cost you your 2nd life, Brian. What was the make of the car auctioned by Christie's for £5 million in November 1987, Alan?
Bugatti Royale.
It was indeed. Question or nominate?
Question.
Alan, where in Asia is Chiang Kai-shek International Airport?
Taiwan.
It is. Question or nominate?
Question.
Which part did Charlton Heston play in the 1956 film of the 10 Commandments?
Moses.
Question or nominate?
Question.
In which Mozart opera is the statue of Don Pedro invited to dinner?
Don Giovanni.
Question or nominate?
Question.
What is Princess Margaret's 2nd Christian name?
Rose.
Question or nominate?
Question.
Whose poems are included in Benjamin Britten's War Requiem?
Kipling.
Wilfred Owen. Fingers back on the buzzer, please, gentlemen. Whose 8th symphony lasts 1 hour and 40 minutes and is the longest ever composed?
Mahler.
It is, Alan. Question or nominate?
Nominate Patrick.
Patrick, what first appeared outside the Houses of Parliament in 1868 and have since come into use worldwide?
Hansom cabs.
Traffic lights. You've lost a life. Question or nominate?
Nominate Brian.
Brian, which mythical Scottish town appears for 1 day every 100 years and is the name of a musical by Lerner and Loewe?
I know, but I can't think of it.
Brigadoon. We have to say goodbye to you, Brian. The score at the moment is Patrick, you have 20 points and 2 lives. Alan, you have 80 and 2. The choice is still with you, Alan.
Question.
What kind of animal is an ibex?
Antelope.
It's a goat, sir. You've lost 1 of your life. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. Which type of shop is traditionally denoted by a striped pole? Alan?
Barbershop.
Question or nominate?
Nominate Patrick.
Patrick, what kind of animal was Kipling's Bagheera?
A panther.
It was. Question or nominate?
Nominate.
Alan, yahoos are imaginary animals in which book?
Gulliver's Travels.
Question or nominate?
Nominate Patrick.
Patrick, what do the British call the battle that the French call the Battle of Mont Saint-Jean?
Waterloo.
That's all there was, isn't it? Wasn't another answer, was there, Patrick? Question or nominate?
Nominate.
Alan, who created the imaginary county of Wessex and based most of his novels there?
Thomas Hardy.
Question or nominate?
Nominate Patrick.
Patrick, with what do you strike the ball in croquet?
A mallet.
Question or nominate?
Nominate.
Alan, which Sussex castle is the seat of the Duke of Norfolk?
Arundel.
Question or nominate?
Nominate Patrick.
Patrick, in which ancient language are the scriptures of Hinduism written?
Sanskrit.
They are, sir. Question or nominate?
Nominate.
Alan, the male is a Jack, the female is a Jenny. What is the animal?
Penguin.
A donkey. We'll have to say goodbye to you, Alan. Patrick, you have 2 lives left and 60 points. There are 11 questions left. You'd like to go on, I'm sure, sir.
I'm sure I would, yes.
Right, let's see how far we can get. Here we go. Who composed Orpheus in the Underworld?
Offenbach.
He did. What was the name of the Roman god of sleep?
Morpheus.
Somnus, one of your lives has gone. Operation Corporate referred to which conflict?
The Korean War.
The Falklands. It's tough standing there on your own, isn't it, when it's all over there?
Certainly is.
You have 70 points, Patrick. You will automatically find yourself on our finals board. There you are. Number 4, Patrick Wells, 70. Once again, I have to say it's a long way from 230, but you never know. There might be an odd sort of run of things like this. We'll be back tomorrow with 15 new faces and up to 200 new questions. I hope you can join us then.
Weeknights at 7 p.m. will be so dull if it wasn't for Pointless. Contestants aim to get as few points as possible, but here's the thing, they quite often get a maximum score, which is essentially like walking into a shop to get some skimmed milk and coming out with a whopping big pot of double cream.
Welcome to Catchphrase, the prize-winning show that's just plain simple fun, with the host who's just plain simple. It's Nick Weir.